What's up, YouTube? Cold Ass Ice Princess coming at you from Minnesota. And I got some stuff on my chest that I really need to talk about tonight. About this Nicholas Cruz bastard that killed all them kids down there in I don't know where it was, Florida or where, I believe it was Florida. And I was watching how was it the governor or the mayor of Florida? One of them talking about he don't know how these type of things could happen in this country or in this state. These type of things happen in this country and in this state because y'all let motherfuckers like Nicholas Cruz have AK-47s and rifles and machine guns and shit like that. That's why shit like this happen. Let's just keep it real. And shit like this happen because while y'all motherfuckers is busy profiling people who ain't even doing shit wrong, when you really need to be profiling these insane motherfuckers, when this boy, this Nicolas Cage, what is his name? Nicholas Cruz, excuse me, he need to be in a cage. Matter of fact, he need to be buried underneath the ocean in a cage. And then they need to open up the cage when he gets to the bottom of the ocean and let the sharks eat his ass alive. Now they're going to put on here the suspect's background. Who gives a fuck about his background? Y'all wasn't doing nothing about his background before he killed all them people. When he killed them 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18-year-old children and them teachers, y'all wasn't giving a fuck about his background then. The FBI was investigating this kid last year over his Instagram posts, taking pictures with guns and knives and with all kind of other stuff and with masks on. When he was getting kicked out of school, when he was going around the school talking about what he was going to do and how he was going to shoot people up and how he was acting all peculiar around the school. He wasn't no his background wasn't his background wasn't suspect then. Why the fuck y'all talking about his background now? Why is his background in the foreground now? After he done killed all these people. He got kicked out of school for fighting. The neighbor, one of his neighbors he used to live next to, said he shot up her damn chickens. He bit the little kids in the neighborhood. And what else he did? He threw eggs at her car when she was driving the car. Not only did this motherfucker go to school and kill up people in the school, after he left the school, he went to Walmart and got him something to drink. He was thirsty. After he left Walmart, he went to McDonald's to get him something to eat. And now these people gonna put up shit on Facebook talking about Cruz's mother died November of a flu. Who gives a fuck? Cruz's adopted father died when he was an infant. Or he was adopted as an infant. He should have been aborted. His mother should have flushed him down the toilet. He shouldn't even been born. A lot of y'all against abortion. I'm not against no abortion. I believe to each his own. That is your choice. But people like this should have been flushed down the toilet. Then it says, oh, his adopted father died when he was 4. Who gives a fuck? He was diagnosed with autism around the age of 11. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? I know plenty of autistic people, and I ain't never met no autistic person going on no shooting spree. And if they knew he was autistic, why did he have guns at his disposal? And that he had depression. First of all, people with depression don't hurt nobody but themselves. I know I have suffered with chronic depression for many years. People with depression don't hurt nobody but themselves. And you know what? If a person gonna go out and do harm to other people because of their life, half the fucking people in the United States of America would be out on killing sprees right now because all of us done been through some shit. All of us have been through some horrible shit. Some more horrible than the next. Some of us done been through stuff we can't even talk about with nobody but God. And you know what? My son is in college right now because he wants to be a high school teacher and eventually a professor. I said, no, son, I want you to become an entertainment lawyer. That's what I've been telling him since he's 5 years old. I want you to become an entertainment lawyer because he's super intelligent, gets nothing but straight A's, and works his ass off. Mows the yard for elderly people in the summertime. Does community service to help people out. Volunteers at the homeless shelter to feed the homeless. Teaches young boys in 5 and 6 year olds how to throw the football. Goes to middle schools and reads to the children. Okay? Now, if anybody should be killing people, maybe it should be my child or some other children like mine. Children who have dealt with loss, children who have dealt with homelessness, children who have dealt with lack, children who have dealt with poverty, children who have been put down and ridiculed and talked about. Not to mention the things that he went through with his own dad, not to mention the things that he has went through in the spiritual realm that have manifested in a physical realm. But these motherfuckers, the media gonna try to make excuses for this bastard. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. No. He does not get no empathy from me. And they like to be empathetic. You know what I mean? And when I say they, I'm talking about white America. I'm gonna just put it out there. Because white America is the one that done had over, I believe, 18 school shootings just in the year of 2018. And we just now in the middle of February. This is white America. But meanwhile, the police are beating up little black boys because they trying to get into a school that they belong to. Meanwhile, the police is killing black men, paralyzed black men, like this dude here that was in Delaware, that was in a wheelchair. His mother just got a $1.5 million settlement because the police shot a paralyzed black man in a wheelchair because he didn't put his hands up. Now, the man had already been shot by a self-inflicted wound. He accidentally shot himself. He already paralyzed from the waist down and he shot himself. Then the police gonna shoot him dead because he couldn't put his hands up. But y'all making excuses for this Nicholas Cruz motherfucker. But Trayvon Martin was guilty for wearing a hoodie. But Philando Castile, just a couple of years ago here in Minnesota, was killed because he said he had a permit to carry. He was killed here in Minnesota. But y'all making excuses for this motherfucker. He can go into the school and kill up people, and he still just, they just a bunch of good old boys. They just a bunch of good old boys having fun. They don't mean no harm. Yes, they do mean harm, America. Yes, they do mean harm, America. Stop pointing the finger at everybody else, America, white America. Point the finger at yourself. Just like that movie, that mythical movie we watched called Beowulf, when that evil creature was going around killing everybody. And he said, sins of the father, sins of the father. You understand? The sins you do The crimes you commit to other people come back and bite you in the ass. You can't do wrong, continue to do wrong, continue to do wrong, continue to blame others, continue to put others down over and over again, continue to overlook things, continue to sweep things under the rug and think it's not going to come back home to you. The shit going to come back home to you. That's just like if you got a child and you know that child is a thief. Eventually that child going to steal from you. You got a child, you know that child is a liar and you condone their lies. Eventually that child is going to lie on you. And the thing is hurting me so bad because my baby is like, Mom, this really touched me. Because I want to be a teacher. I want to make a difference, Mom. He said, but Mom, is it worth it? I said, no, it's not worth it, son. It's not worth it. It ain't worth your life. And you damn sure ain't going to get paid what you worth. You know? He's like, Mom, that could have happened at my school. That could happen yes, it could happen anywhere. And I get so sick of these people talking about this. Oh, how could this happen in my neighborhood? How could this happen in my... Bitch, why is your neighborhood and your town exempt from pain? Who the fuck are you? You ain't exempt from pain. Why? Because you used to sitting back seeing other people struggling and going through pain. You think you exempt from it? Bitch, you ain't exempt from pain. You know, it really hurts me when my child is hurt, I'm hurt. And I'm not one of those people who gonna sit up and talk about, oh, I'm gonna forgive you. Bitch, I'm not forgiving you. I'm not to forgive you. I don't forgive. That's not my nature. You fuck over me and you hurt mine. I'm not forgiving you. I'm not having no sympathy on you. See, the media trying to put this shit. See, why is they digging up his past for anyway? Who cares? Why they trying to put out there so people can have sympathy or empathy for this person? Why does it matter? Oh, he killed people in Las Vegas, but... Oh, he was depressed. Oh, he was sad. Oh, let's have sad. We having empathy for, oh, poor you, poor you. Fuck you. I don't have no empathy for you. I don't have no sympathy for you. They can cremate, they can burn this boy alive. Matter of fact, he don't even need to be in America. He need to be in one of them third world countries somewhere where they will pour gasoline all over him and put some tires around his body and set his ass on fire and let him die a slow death. Now, when I was on Facebook, this young man named Danny Parker, he wrote this post because he's like, shit. You got struggles, I got struggles. We all got struggles, but we ain't out killing people. And the funny thing about it is, this boy had been joking about this. The kids that knew him, he had been joking about this stuff. So this young man named Danny Parker wrote this post under this suspect background, talking about his background. So this young man, he said, basically, if this boy done killed these people because of whatever happened in his life, let me explain some shit that happened in my life. So this boy said, I never met my dad. My dick won't get hard and last all night. My dick wouldn't get hard last night. My dick wouldn't get hard last night. That's what the boy wrote. I got fired from my job on the first day. My kids are bad as hell. 2 of my closest friends are dead. I broke my leg in October, and I don't think I'll ever walk straight again. My mother and grandmother have bad heart conditions. I found out my oldest child wasn't mine. My baby's mom slept with my bro. And the list goes on. But I haven't or never will shoot up a fucking school. Hashtag no excuse. Drop the motherfucking mic. Drop the motherfucking mic. Hashtag no fucking excuse. Hashtag no fucking mercy. Hashtag I don't feel sorry for Nicholas Cruz or whatever the fuck your name is, demon possessed bastard. You sick bastard. Your mama should have flushed you down the toilet instead of giving birth to you. And what about your little brother that you left? Now the dad's gone, the mom's gone, you're gone, and all you got, all the little brother is left to deal with this foolishness. I'm so sick of these people. I'm so sick of it. Because the thing is, I understand and I know mental illness very fucking well. I understand and I know Satan very fucking well. I understand he can put some fucked up shit in your head to do. But it's up to you to do it. It's up to you to do it. You do not have to do it just because he told you to do it, you dumbass. Because when the shit hits the fan, your ass is going to be in the fan going through the shredder. When Satan fucks you up to fail, when Satan fucks you up to be locked up for the rest of your life or in the electric chair, he's done with you. He's already done. He already got what he wanted out of you. And there ain't no love. He is really out here trying to, what they say, kill, steal, and destroy. And he will destroy you by any means necessary. Anything. Anything. You know? So people going to have to really start making better choices. In white America, you guys need to realize that we are all fucking Americans. Whether you like it or not, you need to stop with that old racist, bigoty shit that you are all about. Don't get me wrong, I am pro-black like a motherfucker. I am pro-black to the heart, but I do not hate. I am not a bigot, but I do believe in the upliftment of my people. And there is a difference. Because right is right and wrong is wrong. And the things that you guys are letting your own people get away with in this country simply because they are your skin color is wrong. Now, you can like what I'm saying or you don't have to like it at all. That's your choice. But look within yourself and know that what I'm saying is the truth. The shit has to stop, and it has to stop today. 18 school shootings in 2018, and it's only the middle of February. There's a fucking problem. And I know we're not supposed to make this about color or about race, but the media in the United States of America makes it about color and they make it about race. Every time they have something negative to say about people of color, every time they group us into all one category when some shit hit the fan. But when a white person fucks some shit up, oh, it's an isolated incident. They don't group all of y'all in the same fucking category. Matter of fact, they don't even want to call this motherfucker a terrorist or a thug. But they quick to call one of us terrorists or thugs. Or gangbangers. Or whatever else they got to say. Oh, and I'm about to talk about that shit that happened last week in the Super Bowl too. With the Philadelphia fans. I'm going to talk about that shit too. Tearing up the whole damn city. But they just partiers having a good time. Oh, but let that have been somebody that looked like me. That would have been mob activity. That would have been looters. That would have been all kind. They messing. They causing millions and thousands of dollars of damage. So did them so-called fans. But that shit was swept all the way up underneath the rug, wasn't it? There's a special place in hell for people like Nicholas Cruz. And I pray they do not give him life in prison, because I do not want my taxpayer dollars going to feed that bastard. And that's what I got to say about that. It's been Cold Ass Ice Princess coming at you from Minnesota. As always, grace and peace.